Shakira, welcome to my YouTube
Hi,
channel. Okay, so
9:30
I
morning.
know about you everything, but as my viewers, maybe some viewers they know because you have been connecting to different YouTubers. It's been, I think, long time. But still, for my viewers, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Of course. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shakira. Basically, I'm from Kerala and I have completed my graduation in commerce and I'm a homemaker and a mother of two kids. That's all about myself.
Nice, nice. And what makes you happy mostly?
Yeah, I'm happy when I live a life without much difficulties, without much problems.
Mhm.
Live a simple life. I'm happy with that.
Okay, you don't have much expectation. That means.
Expectation, yeah, I'm
Mm,
working only to get a peaceful life. What are the things that is supporting me to achieve a peaceful life? I'm okay with it. I'm working for that because ultimately happiness is most important, right? So
yes.
we need to find it out where we can achieve our happiness. So work for it.
Mm,
Depends upon the people. So what I
mm,
firmly believe is live the life simple. That is the
mm,
simplest solution that we can find to have a good life,
mm.
happy life.
I don't- Okay, that's true. Yeah, if we have more expectation, it bothers us. So, do you have anything, or is there anything bothers you?
Bothers me, yeah, like everyone, some things
Mm,
that bothers me deeply sometimes. Like when I think about people when they suffer from chronic disease and
mm,
they do not have good health to live, that really bothers me a lot. And when I
okay.
hear the people, our near and dear ones, they
Yes.
lose,
Mm,
they they go away from us, then
yes.
that really bothers me a lot. Then I think about the life. Oh my God, what kind of life is this? What is the real purpose of life?
Mm,
That moment I think about the reality of the life, and
mm,
we all know that means. If we work hard, we can achieve everything that we all have experienced, right? But
mm,
one thing we always forget: if we want to work hard, we need health, good health. Without good health,
yes.
how we can work hard? So
Mm,
when I think about health and disease, that bothers me a lot. And
mm,
that is the reason I always suggest prioritize health. Health also is
yes.
equally important. Without health, we
Mm,
cannot work hard. So,
100%. Mm,
so that is one thing that bothers me a lot. And I have seen people. There are a lot of people. They go to hospitals,
mm,
visit different doctors, staying in the
mm,
queue for a long time and spending
yes.
their hard earned money for treatment, and still they are not capable of getting back their normal
Mm,
health. So when I think
true.
about that situation, that bothers me a lot. Sometimes it is a nightmare also for me. I have seen such incidents around me a lot.
Mm,
So
yes.
health is really important. We need to prioritize that. So if we are learning, if we are focusing on our upgradation and everything, never
Mm,
forget about our health. We always should equal priority for our health as well.
yeah,
That is the first
exactly.
thing that bothers me. And second thing, if I talk about, uh, as I already told you, I like to live my life
Simple
simple.
life.
Yeah,
Mm,
but when I look around, I can see people they are chasing after acquiring
mm,
wealth and
mm,
just flaunting everything. Then they are flaunting their possession, their wealth, whatever. If even their education also they want to flaunt. So when
mm,
sometimes I think this is really creating an unnecessary competition among the people, and ultimately they end up in more misery because maintaining
mm,
all these possessions is really difficult in our life.
mm,
So that also bothers me a lot because why we should means chase behind such unnecessary possessions, right?
mm,
So
yeah.
yeah, that is the second thing what bothers me.
Okay, so we are talking little bit serious. Let's come to little bit light topic. So you are speaking so fluently and you are confident as well. So did you get the environment of speaking English since your childhood, or how did you learn this language? Because most of the people, I can say, even when I'm connecting to them, they say that, ma'am, I'm facing problem. I'm not confident when it comes to talking to different people. So how did you develop this fluency and confidence?
Uh, See, I completed all of my education in my native language. Okay. And I didn't have any exposure to this language as well. As I'm staying in other country, here English is
Mhm.
really important. And before I had kids, I was working in a company. But there I have faced
Okay.
a lot of challenges due to this language. I was not capable of expressing myself at that time. And I thought
Mhm.
as I studied my education in my native language, I am not a person to talk this language fluently. And I am a
Mhm.
living example that yes, once we started to speak, we can speak fluently. I
Okay.
did not know this simple logic of speaking and learning English, how to speak
Okay.
fluently. This I
Okay.
learned once I started to watch different YouTube videos
Mhm.
and their motivation and their life journey and their learning journey that motivated me, and I also
Okay.
started to do the same thing. And every day
Mm.
when I stay keep in touch with the people, when I try to talk to people, that
Mhm.
gives us confidence and the fluency both. That's all. Just speak every day and
Okay.
try to create sentences, learn little bit grammar. That's enough.
Okay. So some of the people they ask that how much does it really take to become fluent in English? Fluency means, see, when it comes to fluency, I understand that it's okay if we make some mistakes, but when we are confident to talk to people and we don't get stuck that much, we are able to articulate our thoughts. So how much did it take to you to become that much label to get fluency?
Yeah, it took around 1 year, I would say.
Uh,
Initially,
Okay.
even though
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to speak, but I was not fluent, I was not confident, and I had
Mm.
faced a lot of challenges
Okay.
initially. Still,
Mm-hmm.
I'm facing little bit challenges. I don't say that I'm perfectly okay with this language. But
Okay.
daily when we try to means talk to people, that really help us to achieve our fluency. And we need
Mm-hmm.
to learn little bit vocabulary. Vocabulary is most important. If we want
Important.
to convey our thoughts, specific vocabularies are required. Most of the
Mm-hmm.
people they stuck just because not due to the grammar. Grammar we
Mm-hmm.
can make mistakes, but if there is no
Yes.
vocabulary, we cannot
Vocabulary we can express.
complete our
Mm.
conversation. Wrong grammar, we can convey message with wrong grammar.
True.
It's okay.
True.
But
Yes.
without vocabulary, we cannot complete our sentences. So
Mm-hmm.
little bit grammar and vocabulary, learning more vocabulary. And to see
Mm.
many people, they learn vocabulary, but when they try to talk, that doesn't come in our mind. That is
Mm-hmm.
another that is another challenge
Yes.
they are facing.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say they should
Mm-hmm.
work because everyday speaking and try to include most of the vocabulary what they have learned and listened in their conversation. It will help
Mm.
them to mitigate this difficulty, this challenge.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That is true. We need to use. Unless and until we don't use, we lose it, right? So, what, but still, I want to ask you, what is your method of learning vocabulary? Because everyone has the different perspective and different way of learning. So, what is
Mhm.
your method? Maybe my viewers will get some help. How do you
What I
learn?
can, yeah, what I
Mm-hmm.
can suggest is never go behind the advanced vocabulary and tough
Mm.
vocabulary that are difficult to pronounce.
Okay.
Always look for the simple vocabulary if that is helping us to effectively convey our thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just gather
Right.
small vocabulary, but more vocabulary rather than working on tough vocabulary, working to gather more vocabulary, even
In
though
different
the
context. In different
different
context.
in
Mm-hmm.
different contexts. We see what I do. So I just go through the vocabulary. If I feel that vocabulary is really tough for me, I don't take it. I'm always
Okay.
going for small vocabulary. Sometimes, if I don't know any certain vocabulary, I just try to elaborate with the vocabulary that I already have. That way also
Okay.
we can mitigate this problem. We can reduce this problem. So mostly
Mm-hmm.
focus on the small vocabulary that help us to complete our conversation. Later on, once you feel, means once you are confident, once you feel that you are good enough to speak and you have achieved your fluency, then you can think about advanced vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
idiom, and never think that
True.
okay, oh, that person is speaking using lots of idioms in their conversation, vocabulary. We don't know how much effort they are putting for that, how long
Mm.
they were learning that, they
They
have
have
been
been
learning that
speaking.
language. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know. So we
Mm.
are beginners. So we just start with the normal vocabulary, but
Yes.
more more vocabulary, more
Yes.
vocabulary we should learn. That is the
Mm.
practical, easiest method.
Mm. Vocabulary is the foundation of a language, I can
Yeah,
say. If we don't
vocabulary
have the
also
vocabulary, we can't.
we
Even
cannot.
we have learned first our mother tongue. When we learned our mother tongue, we learned the vocabulary. Then we
Mm,
started making short sentences. Then we started making long sentences. Then we become fluent, right?
exactly.
Yeah, the
That's
same
right.
way we need to. And I always suggest to the beginners, try to learn the vocabulary, whichever the thing you can see inside your home. Learn those vocabulary at first, then observe that in your surrounding what can you see. If you don't
Mm,
know, then but we need to put some effort, we need to jot it down, because after all, when it comes to our mother tongue, we have lots of exposure of listening,
exactly.
speaking. We don't need to put the effort, we don't need to make the diary of vocabulary. But when it comes to English, we need to write it down, we need to revise, then it becomes spontaneous and active, and we need to use it as well, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a new language. It's a new skill.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot compare it with our mother tongue.
Okay. And one thing, as you are connecting to different people, some people are there, they're fluent, they know how to speak in English, but when it comes to talking to different people, they have the fear and they get nervous. So, what would you suggest them? Because you have been also maybe gone through this situation. So, how did you tackle it? Did you also feel nervous initially?
Of course. Of course. Initially, I have faced, still I'm nervous when I talk on YouTube. Still I'm nervous.
Okay.
Because it
Mm-hmm.
happens with everyone. So depends upon the people. Everybody has
Mm-hmm.
their own means scary part, their own means
Mm-hmm.
fear, their own fear they have. So first find out where we are more fearful and face that fear and do it multiple times. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I started because really I don't like to talk means talk with people on YouTube. But nowadays I'm
Okay.
purposely doing because I know that
Okay.
I'm fearful. I am means
Mm-hmm.
just fearful on that. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
purposely doing because I want to mitigate that. I want to reduce that
Mm-hmm.
fear. So if you are fearful to one thing, do it multiple times. Slowly you can
Yes.
feel that you will realize that your fear is fading. So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
do it multiple time. Even though, see, you will feel tough, you will feel really difficult. Many times I
Mm-hmm.
used to think, why should I talk on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and I have to compromise my peace of mind? Otherwise, I'm in the comfort zone. I can live my life.
True,
Why
true.
should I take an unwanted, unnecessary burden in my life? I don't want. But see, when I talk to people, I found that they are also doing the same thing and they are all
Mm-hmm.
also achieving the confidence and everything. Why can't
Mm-hmm.
I? I also should face the fear.
Yes.
So
True,
I
true.
started to face the fear. So people,
Great.
they have to realize it and they have to face it. Then slowly they can find the difference. It will fade away from our means habit.
Yes, yes. Definitely, we need to come out from the comfort zone. Unless and until we don't do it, we can't
Mm,
feel comfortable and it doesn't become our habit. See, even it happened to me as well. Initially, I also didn't feel comfortable. Even maybe I told you earlier. But nowadays, it's been 3 months I have been talking to different people. I feel so comfortable talking to different people nowadays. Okay, one another question. In this way, like field, I can see you are quite experienced than me, because before starting my YouTube journey, I didn't connect to YouTubers through this. So you have been connecting to different people. I think you have spoken to many people. So what are the few things you have learned, not only related to English? When we connect to different people, we get to know many things. So what are the few things you have learned and you think that yes, these are the things I didn't know earlier. But after connecting to different people, I got to know maybe you had some misconception as well. Did you have this kind of
Yeah,
things in
that's
your?
true.
Yeah.
Because when I started to talk to people, I realized that earlier I have a conception that after completion of education, our graduation, whatever we have completed, our learning would end where
Mm-hmm.
we end our learning. That was my concept. But once I started to talk to people, I realized that no, learning is a never-ending process. We have to learn throughout our life. If you want to upgrade ourselves, if you want to keep up with the current generation, we have to learn, and it is not going to end. This is the first
Mm-hmm.
thing I learned from my learners when I talked to them, and their dedication and their hard working that really motivated me. And these
Mm-hmm.
people taught me we can learn anything by by making mistakes. So
Mm-hmm.
mistakes. This is the best quality I learned from my learners. When I talk to
Mm-hmm.
them, I realized that yes, we also can learn everything by making mistakes. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the only way we can continue our journey, embracing mistakes. These are the two qualities I learned from my learners. And that helped
Great,
me a
great.
lot to achieve my success,
Mm.
achieve my goal.
Hmm. We get inspiration as well. At
Yes,
times it
yes.
happens that we feel low, and as you have mentioned, why should I go? Because I am in comfort zone. So why should I go and connect to? But you get the motivation. Yeah, other people are doing. If they can do, why can't I? They're improving.
Yeah.
So I also want to improve myself, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Here we don't need to spend a lot, right? Anyway,
Yes.
we are at home. We don't need to go out,
Yes.
spend a lot of money. We don't need to means we don't need to avoid our normal routine. We don't need to make any
Mm-hmm.
difficulties to our personal commitments. Along with that, we can
Yes.
manage everything, right? So now,
100%.
because of due to this technology, we get this opportunity, this benefits. So enjoy it, use it, make use of each and every opportunities that are in
Yeah, in
that
front of us.
that we
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
We should grab it. Yes, that is the thing. See, if we want to do a job, being a homemaker, it is quite difficult. Even that is the reason I am also not thinking now, because my children, they're also quite younger. But when it comes to creating these contents, uploading on YouTube, giving classes from home, it is quite effortless, right? From home we can manage it even after, yeah, taking the responsibilities, other responsibilities as well. And as we are connecting to different people because of this platform, I feel personally blessed that I am connecting to different people. I can learn many things from them, right? And now I see that English will become so easy to learn. No one can give the excuse we don't have an ambience. See, there are so many platforms now through which people can talk to each other, people can connect and learn this language. I Now it is my conviction, within maybe 2 years everyone
Yes,
will speak English like Hindi. Like in
our
North India, everyone can speak in Hindi. I believe that in India, people can speak if people want to. So willingness should be there, because after all, we need to give some time. It takes some time. Consistency is important. But if someone wants to, easily can learn this
yeah.
language, right?
Nowadays it is not a difficult task, or
Yes.
yeah, it is a piece of cake to everyone. After 10 years, I
Yes.
think English language, learning English language would not be a difficult
Mm.
task to people. Everyone will speak English language. So we need to upgrade. See, first thing, only one thing we need to keep in our mind, we need to upgrade every day. Every day we need to
Yes.
upgrade and learn something every day, right?
Hmm.
Learn something
Yes.
every
Right. Right. We must
and
have the hunger
yeah, we
to
need to
learn.
have the hunger and educate
Mm.
yourself. Never think that I have learned, my learning
Mm.
session is completed. Don't think like that. Every
Mm.
day, try to connect to people. From the people, we can learn many things. See, suppose
Mm.
you are, for example, you are in Assam, I'm from Kerala. So how we
Mm.
connect to each other? Now I feel that you are my good friend. I
Mm.
don't feel that you are far away from my place. So this type
Yes.
of intimacy, this type of bonding, how we created just because of this
Just
language.
language.
How how we can communicate each other otherwise? How I can make you as my friend? It's not possible, right?
Right,
So
right.
this language really connect everyone. This is not
Mm.
for show off. See, some people think that English is just for status and showing off. Earlier, my thought also was that.
Was
But
there?
now I
Okay.
realize that it really connect the people and we feel an
Mm.
throughout the
Yes.
world we can make friends and
Yes.
from everyone we can learn something new that we can implement apply in our life and we can
True.
also enrich our life.
Exactly, exactly. See, in North India, it is okay. We speak Hindi, but when it comes to southern part in and other countries, for example, your mother tongue is Malayalam, my mother tongue is Assamese or Bengali, I can say. But if we hadn't learned English, we wouldn't be able to speak like to each other. So as we have learned this language, that's why now we can share our own perspective about our culture. We can also share our thought process. How can we help each other to grow? So in different way we can help, because we need, after all, we need language to share our thoughts, our ideas, our emotions, right? Yeah.
And one more important thing I can share here.
Mm.
We get like-minded people. We get like-minded people.
Like-minded people. True.
Motivate each other. Sometimes in our physical world, getting a like-minded people is really tough. And many people
Yes.
they do not motivate us when we do something.
Hmm.
But here we get the same people and they motivate each other. That motivation help us to further,
Yes.
right?
To maintain the consistency,
To maintain the
100%. Otherwise, it
consistency.
is not that much easy to maintain the consistency.
Otherwise in our physical surrounding they will blame why you are giving importance for this for learning English, why you are spending time for this.
Mm.
That is really a demotivation. But when we meet the people same like us, we get more motivation.
100%. Yeah. Okay, then, Shakira, it
We
was
must
really
find
nice
about
talking to you. Yeah.
okay,
I thoroughly
okay.
enjoyed. Always when I connect to you, it is quite intriguing and I learn something new and I also get motivation from you. So thank you so much for being here. And as you have imparted your knowledge, I believe that my viewers will also get help, definitely.
Thank you for giving me a wonderful opportunity to connect you, talk to you. I really enjoyed, and you people really motivated me, and I achieved everything just because of your help. So I'm always grateful to you all.
You're most welcome, dear.